The Ravens get ready to take on the Arizona Cardinals in the desert. You already know the Flex Zone podcast. God's favorite host is here to break it all down for you, give you my keys to victory, and give you my prediction. Ravens looking to make it 3 wins in a row and improve to 6-2. What it do is the Flex Zone podcast, only place giving you sports how you want it when you need it. Hit that subscribe button, sound off in the comments, hit that like button. Game preview coming to you now. Flex Zone family, Ravens flock. Another week of NFL football. Week 8 already. The Ravens travel to Arizona to face the Arizona Cardinals. We got our boy Roger from the Flex Zone out there, our social media producer. He'll be with us on the post-game show talking about the game, the experience. I know a lot of Ravens fans are out there. It should be a fun time out in Arizona in the desert. Nice warm temperatures as we here on the East Coast are dealing with winter one day, fall the next, and summer sprinkled in between. Crazy times. But let's get to it. The Ravens dominated the Detroit Lions 38-6, moved to 5-2, looking for their third straight win. And let's start with the injuries. This team coming in predominantly healthy. It looks like Marcus Williams is going to be out again. Something to keep my eye on is Odafe Owe. Looks like he tweaked his ankle injury. I don't know if we need him to play because it is Arizona. So if he's not 100%, maybe hold him out another week before we return home. We don't need him. I mean, if he's hurt, he's banged up, sit out a week, get right. We can use you next week. It'll be a little bit better. It's tough because Owe did play well last week. This defense played well last week. And I think it's very, very imperative that we get something out of Owe because it doesn't look like his fifth-year option is going to be picked up. But we'll need him against the Cardinals. So it's very, very important that he is healthy. Next week against the Seahawks. What am I talking about? The Cardinals, we don't need them. But nevertheless, Cardinals, they're a lowly team. 1 win. Probably should have 2, but they play hard. They don't give up. But they're going to be picking in the top 3 or 4 of the draft, in my opinion. As I quickly get to the keys, I don't really want to harper too much. I mean, the Ravens right now are top 10 in offense and defense. I think most importantly, how they played last week is going to be important, imperative, how they start this game, how they come out against the Arizona Cardinals, a team they are better than, not only in paper, but on real life. They have the best player on the field. They have the better offense as a whole. They have the better defense, the better coaches. They should win, and I think they will win. But let's get to the keys. Offense, start fast. Don't give them hope. Start fast. Come out, take the ball like you did last week. Go out and score a touchdown. Go out and go up 3-0. Go out and go up 10-0 at the end of the first quarter, 13-3 at the end of the first quarter. Dominate this team. Nextly, no turnovers. This is how this team stays in the game. Arizona has won because of turnovers. The one game they won, they were able to force turnovers against the Cowboys. Don't give them hope. They don't have the manpower to beat you if you do what you're supposed to. Don't give them hope with turnovers. Next, rush for over 150 yards or more. I'm loving what I've seen out of Gus, Justice Hill, Lamar, Keaton Mitchell sprinkled in. I think this team could dominate this defense and get over 150 yards. Third downs, convert third downs. Stay on the field. Have it third manageable. Let's convert some third downs. Let's have a good third down percentage. Let's be 50, 60% or better this week. Score as many points as possible. Let's go for 30 plus again. You had 38 last week. Don't think you're going to get 38 again because you may not need to. Hopefully the starters aren't playing in the fourth. But let's get a nice 30, 31, 34, 33. Defensively, get 5 or more sacks. Clowney, Van Noy, we know we might not have any Owe, but Matabike, my God, he's playing amazing. He's going to get paid. Patrick Queen, Roquan Smith, I didn't speak about him in injuries. I wasn't worried about him not playing. He's going to play. Maybe bring some corner DB blitzes out the nickel with Millette. Let's get after these guys. Let's bring some pressure. Let's bring some exotic blitzes. Let's make Dobbs hold on to the ball because he doesn't want to hold on to it. Let's get 5 or more sacks. Let's get 5 or 6 sacks. Keep Hollywood. Hollywood's their best playmaker. He leads them in receptions, yards. He's going to look to have revenge against his former team. Hollywood Brown is still a pretty, in my opinion, he's a serviceable receiver. Now, he can beat you deep. That's where he does his damage. They did really good last week on Amon-Ra St. Brown, the Sun God. Let's see if they can keep them under 60 yards. Let's keep Hollywood under 60 yards. Defensively, also, let's keep them under 50 yards rushing. Also, let's keep them under 20 points, and let's force 2 or more turnovers. If we can turn the ball over, maybe get that defensive touchdown, that elusive defensive touchdown that I keep mentioning, keep hinting at that I would like to see, this game could be over by the halftime or even into the third quarter. But special teams, be sound, block well, no big returns, and use Tucker. It's an indoor stadium. It's the desert, dry heat. He'd probably be able to kick it from 60 to 65. So I think there's a chance the Ravens will be able to score a lot of points and probably be able to mostly beat the over on their own. I think the over is like 44. They'll be able to cover that with 30 plus on their own. I think this offense is starting to figure it out. It's all about consistency. It's all about utilizing and everybody doing their job well. Lamar's the straw that stirs the drink. When he plays well, guys are catching the football. He has time to throw the football. Reigning offensive player of the week for the AFC. Guy back in the MVP conversation, one of the best quarterbacks in the league, one of the best players in the league. He'll be the best player on field on Sunday. Last week, I did say he would have over 300 yards, by the way, which he did. Did a great job. Again, let's go start fast on offense. No turnovers. Rush for over 150 yards or more. Convert on your third down. Score as many points as possible. Keep that momentum, that consistency. Keep stacking good performances because it's not what you did last week that's over. It's what you do this week against a team you're supposed to beat. The Ravens are known to play down to their competition. They're known to be front runners. They're known to lull and come in lollygagging sometimes against teams they're inferior to the Ravens, like the Colts, even the Steelers. Whether that's a divisional game or not, they're still inferior this season. I want to see the Ravens come out, as I mentioned, take the ball, score points, go up 10-0, go up 13-3, go up 14-0. Make this team fold. They know they don't have a lot of talent. They know they can't beat this team. Make them fold. Get 5 or more sacks on defense, keep Hollywood under 60 yards, keep them under 50 yards rushing, keep them under 20 points, and force 2 or more turnovers in special teams, block well, and no big returns. But let's get to my prediction. Like I said, I really didn't want to keep you guys long today. I think the Ravens dominate. I think the Ravens win again. I think they cover the spread if you're into that. And I think the Ravens win 31-17 over the Arizona Cardinals. Joshua Dobbs, I mean, he's overachieved for what he's capable of. I know Kyler Murray looks like he's ready to go soon. He probably won't go this week. Smart move for them, but he will be back within the next 2 weeks. So good for Kyler Murray. I'm a Kyler Murray guy. I think he's pretty good. And if he's not going to be with Arizona after the season, which I don't think he will, somebody, anybody that needs a quarterback, because there are going to be a lot of teams, double digits, could trade for this brother. And I think he can play once he's healthy. And I think you'll see him later this season show why he's capable of being a guy that you could trade for. Ertz, he's out for the Cardinals. That's big for the Ravens. So, like as I mentioned, really just Hollywood is the only weapon. No James Conner, no Kyler Murray, as I mentioned, no Zach Ertz. This team should dominate 31-17. I can see the offense scoring a touchdown or two, the defense scoring a touchdown, some Tucker field goals, 31-17. I think the Cardinals may be able to muster up some points in garbage time, but I think by halftime, worst case midway through the third quarter, this should be like a 24-10, 27-13 type of game where the Ravens are kind of running away with it. You hear the in the crowd. They're dominating, they're winning, they're just imposing their will, and hopefully the starters don't have to play much in the fourth quarter. They can get ready to fly back East Coast and go to home. Whether it be home for the next few weeks to play Seattle, Cleveland, amongst others. But I think going west is easier for East Coast teams because you play at 4:25. It's a 4:25 start, which on the East Coast is normal time for you because you're doing your normal routine. So at 4 o'clock there is 1 o'clock their time. It's 4 o'clock our time, but it's 1 o'clock normal time there. 4 o'clock our time is 1 o'clock their time. So you're playing at 4 o'clock, but 1 o'clock it'll be 1 o'clock there. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, in too many words, you'll be doing your normal routine. You'll be playing at your normal time. You got there today on Friday. You'll get some time to adjust. You have all day Saturday, and by Sunday you'll be ready to go. You gain some time. You gain some hours, so you can rest, get acclimated, and get to work. Ravens win 31-17. Hey, sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on this game, what you're looking forward to seeing, who wins, X factors, keys to the game. What you guys know after the game, as it is a 4:25 start. look for the Baltimore Ravens post-game show. As I mentioned, our social media producer, the man who joins me in the post-game shows, who makes these streams, who puts these videos out, my boy, Big Raj, man. He will be live from Arizona watching the game. He'll be breaking it down after the game on the post-game show, breaking how the atmosphere was, how was the stadium, how he's enjoying the West Coast, how he's enjoying the 3-hour time difference, all the Ravens events that are going on. Ogden's out there, Christian McAllister, amongst others. I'm sure he'll tell us all about it. But can't wait to talk to Roger and be with you guys for the post-game show after the Ravens hopefully beat the Cardinals and move to 6-2, which I think they will. Ravens looking to dominate, move to 6-2, continue their hold in first place. It's Flex Zone Podcast, only place giving you sports how you want it when you need it. Hit the like button, sign off in the comments, and make sure you subscribe if you're new. Again, Ravens 31, Cardinals 17. I'll see you for the post-game show on Sunday. Enjoy yourself if you're going to the game out in Arizona, and enjoy Sunday Night Football as we have an evening game, and we'll see you immediately after here on the Flex Zone Podcast for the Baltimore Ravens and Arizona Cardinals post-game show. Have a great night, everybody. Peace.